Welcome to River City Live. We're all smiles today. We have a great show. And again, it's one of those days with just a ton of variety. Now, people are still talking about their New Year's resolution. And today we have Dominique Landry, and she is a personal trainer. And we're actually doing 2 segments with her. So one of the topics are the common mistakes that people make when they just start an exercise routine. There's a lot of them. People get hurt, and guess what? They stop working out.
They do.
And then another one that she's going to be talking about, or really, it's just like a simple workout you could do from home. And a lot of people, well, they don't want to do it. They feel like they're not getting a good workout from home, but you really can.
So we're kind of, just sucking all the knowledge out of her in one day. We're going to have 2 different segments with Dominique, so we're appreciative of that. Also, 2 segments out of Chris Stone, our favorite organizer. Yesterday, I showed you how she got my pantry in order. That was just really a prequel to the rest of the kitchen, which we're not even halfway through yet.
Yeah.
But
this is like Star Wars. There's like, what, 9 episodes?
There will be at least 4, I'll tell you that. But because January is National Get Organized Month. So we're going to finish up the cabinets today. You'll get a look at some of Chris's really good tips on how to get organized underneath your cabinets, what things you need to toss, and how you need to group things together.
Remind me to email her to help you out with your car.
Oh my!
My car is pristine right now.
Is it right now?
It is.
Caught you on a good day.
And we're gonna eat. So that workout, you get a reward for that workout. You get to eat, and I don't want to spoil it, but we're doing breakfast.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there still something that's a surprise about that?
Well, who's here and
Okay,
why
good.
they're here?
Awesome.
It's a little teaser.
Very
and then
exciting.
we're also talking about the Women at Work conference that's starting this weekend as well.
Sounds good to me. You know what I loved waking up to this morning? This video of Gardner Minshew telling us what his plans are for the off season. Take a look.
Hello, Gardner Minshew here. After a long rookie year, I've decided to take a step back, recenter myself the only way I know how. Hopping in my brand new RV and touring this great country. So if you're anywhere between Jacksonville and LA, I want to hear from you. Places to see, anything for free, food to eat, people to meet. Hopefully I see y'all out there on the road. But until then, keep it rolling.
Can we just call him the Matthew McConaughey of the NFL?
But
I love him
There's
so
many
much.
just cool things about that entire thing. It's part of his persona. Of course, it's an RV. It makes sense of who he is. But also, he said things that are free.
Yeah.
So how cool is he still protecting his money? Where he's like, well, hold on.
Still a
cost
rookie.
conscious.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And he's just all him. He's got the hair, the beard growing, the shirt though, and then the jorts.
Yeah.
Exclamation point.
The jorts, and they're just so nice and just short jorts. And I gotta
So
tell
nice
you,
and short shorts.
you know what I mean? They're just I noticed that.
I admit it. I saw
I've heard that he's going to be grabbing some buddies here and there along the way.
Yeah.
So a lot of his friends will probably get a chance to see some of his teammates as well as some of his friends from back home. And all of it, of course, unfolding on social media. Hashtag Miles with Minshew. And you can follow him at Gardner Minshew 5 on Instagram.
Now, we were talking about this before the show, and there's not many quarterbacks that would actually do this. For example, like Tom Brady.
Not seeing that.
He would do the private jets across the coast or something like that. But that's what I think is so cool is Gardner Minshew just stays true to who he is. And this is something that he probably would do if he wasn't a pro. Do you know what I mean? Is, do this type of RV type of trip.
I think even if he got a big contract, he would still be so grounded, he might not be taking that RV, or he might not drive the RV himself, but still, he's just so chill. I want to hang out with him.
He'd have
pretty
nice
sure.
designer suits, but still cut them.
Well, that RV is being provided for him by a local RV place. I'm sorry I don't have the name right in front of me, but you can be sure it's probably pretty nice on the inside. And like I said, we're going to be seeing plenty of this on social media without a doubt. So good for you, Gardner.
Launching
have a good
himself into his
time.
off-season.
Do you have any recommendations for him, though? You know what I mean? Because it's a long trip, and there's a lot of cool things. Obviously, you're going coast to coast.
It just depends on the route he takes, because there's
That's a
so
good
many.
point.
I mean, it's do
Yeah.
you go south along the coast? Do you go up north and go through Wyoming and
Right.
stuff like that? Although that's a little suspect because there's nobody there, and I've seen those horror movies.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing he's going to be pretty flexible too. And he is open to suggestion. And from what I've seen on social media, everybody's got one. Everybody wants to get him going to where they last took their family vacation, it seems like.
Well, speaking
So
of
good for him.
travel, this is pretty cool, and it's another local story. So a lot of people last night, they saw SpaceX blast off, and there's footage from all over the area, and we have some of that now. And there you could see it right there. I actually saw it last night too from my backyard, and it was so cool because when it actually took off, we watched it from computer, then we ran outside. In about 45 seconds, you could see it. It was bright red and orange, and it was interesting because it almost looked like it had the same flight as like an airplane, like almost too low. And then in a matter of like 20 or 30 seconds, it was gone. And it was the coolest thing. And I guess that they're putting up satellites now into space, but it's pretty neat that we live that close to a space center where they're doing this nonstop. But people all over the area were posting this online, their videos.
I was late. I just saw it this morning. I didn't even know. I probably could have seen it, but that's awesome.
Well, I loved that your kiddos, and on the video that you have on your phone, which is almost as good as the one we just saw, I love that your kids were kind of spouting off what they already knew, more than we as adults know about the space
Especially
system.
my son Reed is really into this, and he was
Yeah.
explaining the different colors, you know, the fuel that they use
How
and
old is
things
he?
like that. He's 9.
Wow.